How about
Can I talk to the store manager, please?
this is
Placed an order through DoorDash. My order was the one with a croissant and 2 Gatorades. Do you remember my order? I just got dropped off.
hang on a second.
All right.
What was the name on it?
The name on it.
Okay, it just has the name on it.
Yeah.
Is there an issue with the order?
Yeah, it's missing a Gatorade drink. And I'm just wondering because every time I order from WAWA delivery, DoorDash, something's always missing. Like, literally always. And so I'm just kind of wondering, like what's up? Because I'm trying to order all the time and be a happy customer, but like, your people are being worked too hard, I think. You as well, you and them are being worked. I think what's happening is that you're all being forced to do the floor traffic and the DoorDash orders at the same time, that you just can't do it. It's just too much work. They're not paying you enough. They're not paying your team enough. You can't do the 2 jobs for one. Does that sound about right?
Well, I mean, yeah, I do apologize for that, but as far as like the overnight goes, yes, we do only have one person up front. So sometimes, they might, overlook something. But if you are in the area, I'd be happy to, if you want to come by and get it, or if not, I can write your name down, and next time you're in the area, I can get the Gatorade too.
It's not about the Gatorade. I don't need the Gatorade.
Right.
Look, here's the thing. I'm an old school WAWA customer. I'm not a Karen. I'm not a hater. I'm just calling you straight up because I'm at the point right now where I can't order drinks at all. The food's always perfect. No question about it. Your team is behind the counter. They're making those sandwich orders perfect every time. No question. Food, top notch. I've been going to WAWA since I was 5 years old. I'm now 45. So I'm not a hater. I'm just wondering what is going on. But that's why I think that your people are being ran too hard, because I'll give you another way that I know, because I also don't ever get what it is that I ordered off the shelves. So, like, for example, tonight, I ordered a particular bag of potato chips, and I got a different type of bag of potato chips. I ordered a drink, and I might get a different flavored drink than I ordered. So what I'm saying is, your team is forced to go out to the floor, leave their station, grab drinks. If the drink's not there or the chips are not there, they got to work on the fly and make a decision. Do I continue to search around for a stupid bag of chips, or do I go back to my station, help my floor traffic, and make these sandwiches that I need to make? And the customer is... Let me finish, please. The customer is just going to have to call DoorDash or call WAWA and just get a refund for those missing drinks. That's how it's been going down.
Right. Well, now 9 times out of 10, if you get something in place of something else, 9 times out of 10 is because we don't have that item. So we kind of try to go for the closest thing to it.
Mm-hmm. I've been a DoorDash customer for many years. I've been very familiar with how that works. But what I'm saying is most of the time, it's not 9 times out of 10 that it's right. It's usually wrong. And I'm usually getting either missing drinks. It's usually the drinks I'm missing, or like the last order, I ordered soft pretzels. Huge fan of soft pretzels. I'm from Jersey myself, as you can probably tell from my accent and my attitude, and they didn't arrive. I was kind of shocked by that because I know they're behind the counter and the workers. Nothing's being fulfilled 100%. And what I'm saying is that a lot of what I order is the wrong flavor or the wrong thing. They're not out of what I'm ordering. They're not out of that stuff, because you have floor traffic coming in and you need to be stocked with the stuff that I'm ordering. I'm ordering Gatorades and the regular stuff, Monster drinks that you people are stocking. It's they don't have time to sit there and look around for the flavor or whatever. They just grab a bag, grab a drink, and that's good enough. I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming your team. I'm a hardworking guy just like you, okay? I'm not blaming any of you at all. I'm blaming WAWA for this. I'm blaming your company for not paying you all enough and making you do 2 to 3 jobs. If you have someone at the counter, floor traffic, who's staring at you, you're going to take care of that customer first. Your DoorDash orders are secondary, no doubt about it. I've been a bartender. I've been behind the bar. I have orders coming in from the side from the waitresses. Those drink orders from the waitresses, those are always secondary. My customer in front of me is number one because they walked in the store. So I know how the game goes. I'm just letting you know I don't know what to do because it keeps happening to the point where I'm calling you.
Yeah.
I don't want refunds. I don't want anything free. I really don't care. You know what the worst part about it is? Okay, here's how it gets worse. I had to order through DoorDash tonight because the WAWA app doesn't work. I've been on the phone with WAWA about my app for the past 2 months about the app not working. Parts of it don't work. That's WAWA app. When you order through WAWA, you get DoorDash. When you order through DoorDash, you can find WAWA, DoorDash. It's all the same. But here's the difference. The reason why I'm actually upset by it is because DoorDash has a policy which you don't know about. It's a policy under the terms and conditions. If you go down to the bottom of DoorDash website, click on terms and conditions, go to number 12, and then go to C, letter C. 12C states, if I don't get all of my items delivered to my front door, and I call in to DoorDash, which I haven't done, and I'm not going to do, because it's just a Gatorade, I really don't care. But the point is, if I were to call DoorDash and say, yo, I didn't get my Gatorade, 12C under terms and conditions says DoorDash doesn't have to give me nothing. That's their policy. So that's why I'm upset.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a real thing. You should really check it out because your customers, your DoorDash customers coming in from the side through DoorDash are getting screwed. And that's what I'm telling you is that this is continuously happening. And if I were to tell DoorDash that I'm not getting, this happened before, where I told them, and they explained to me 12C terms and conditions. It's a real thing. And it says that. You'll read it. It's not lawyer talk. It's English. You can read it. It says that if you have a missing item, we do not have to give you anything for that item.
Right.
And then it goes on to say, if you continue to tell us that you have missing items, we will it stays right there. We will start to force you to show an identification to the dashers in the future because we don't trust you. So it makes me look like I'm lying. That's how DoorDash sees it, like I'm lying. So I don't know what you got to do over there, but just do me a favor. I'm not here to complain. I'm not calling corporate. I don't do none of that. I'm just going right to the source. Tell your boss exactly what I said. If you want your boss to call me, tell your boss to call me, and I'll just light him up. And I'll tell him all this stuff. But the reason why I'm saying this is that all of you need to tell your boss to give you more money or hire another employee to assist with this problem. Because customers, WAWA doesn't want to spend another $15 an hour. That's all it would be for another representative. And the problem would be solved. But they're not willing to do that. And they're not willing to pay you people more money to work 2 jobs. They just came in one day and said, hey, guess what? Now you're doing DoorDashes also. The person that gets screwed are 3 people. Your team is getting screwed royally. The driver gets screwed because I even messaged my driver tonight. And I said, yo, please, and you have to open the bag. They're stapled shut. You have to open the bag. I said, yo, please look into the 2 bags. I knew it was going to be 2 bags. Drinks and food. I knew it. It was 2 bags. One was plastic. She didn't have to open it. That's awesome. Paper bag, you got to open it. Staples. I said, please open the bags and make sure every item is in the bags. That's all I said to her. We had no other conversation. And she said, no problem. And I said, cool, thank you. And then she said, the store wouldn't do it. That's her comment to me. So your employees wouldn't check the bags with her with the receipt and make sure everything's in there. They wouldn't do it. Not because your employees are rude, because they don't have time to do it. Because they got the floor traffic and more orders to worry about. They can't go through every order. So there is no quality control. You are not double checking bags before they leave with the DoorDasher. You're not doing it. So there's no quality control. So if you want to do anything to improve the situation at all, have a double checking system. Please. Because what's happening is the wrong stuff I don't care about. At least you're still getting something. But when the items are missing, like I had 2 soft pretzels missing off my last order, my gosh, I've had entire bags missing from my orders. I mean, it's just and I can't call DoorDash. So you have customers, you talk to your customers, ask them. I'm not a crazy, trust me, I'm not crazy at all. And ask your customers and say, yo, what's your experience, if you don't have a drink on your order, a few drinks are missing, your customers will tell you. I'm not the only one making this up. This is what happens. So we can't go to DoorDash. You have people just like you and your team who are hardworking people like me. We work hard for every dollar that I make. I work hard, just like you. We're not rich. And my money's being taken from my pocket because I ordered the drink through DoorDash. So the solution is go through WAWA. If you go through WAWA, then WAWA will honor the missing drinks and the refunds. Because WAWA is a good company. But I can't go through WAWA because our apps don't work. And I got tons and tons and tons of phone calls and hours about these apps, and they're supposed to be fixing them and they're not, blah, blah, blah. So I can't go through WAWA unless I go through possibly the website. But anyway, just letting you know what's going on. In case you didn't know, I'm letting you know. Please do a double check system before everything leaves the front counter, because your customers are people just like me. And if a drink's not there, I'm telling you, call DoorDash. If you don't believe me, call them on the phone and ask them, what is your policy if we forget to put a drink in a bag? Are you going to give that customer's money back? And they'll say, nope, we're not going to do it. We don't do it. So you have tons and tons of customers coming in every day with DoorDash orders. Well, they're not coming in, they're ordering, and they're not getting their items in the bags. Nobody's double checking the bags. The drivers aren't checking the bags. The drivers at WAWA are just grabbing a stapled bag and dropping it at a front door. That's all they're doing. It's not their fault, but they're the ones getting hurt. Because when your team forgets a drink, my tip to the driver is worse, even though the driver did nothing wrong. The driver's getting not tipped for these things. I'm tipping my girl. I tip everybody 20%. I'm a very generous person. But I'm just telling you, those customers who are saying, oh, I didn't get my Gatorade, it's the driver's fault. They don't know what I'm saying to you about WAWA. These people aren't as smart as me. They're not figuring this stuff out. These are your customers who are blaming the driver. And then when they go to call DoorDash, DoorDash says, no, you're not getting your money back. So they're getting hurt. The customer's getting hurt. Your team's getting hurt, working 2 jobs for a little pay. And everybody is complaining to your representatives, your team, right? The people who are annoying, who are waiting in line, they're waiting forever because your team's doing the DoorDash thing, and you got the attitudes and the heavy breathing and the rude customers. So your team's getting hurt too. Instead of having everybody super happy, you got to talk to me, deal with my crap, and you got to talk to your other customers coming off the street who are waiting a long time in line for the DoorDash orders to be filled. It's just not a working and functioning process. So I'm just asking you, as a huge, huge fan of WAWA, lifelong fan, I got my driver's license at 17, I cut school, where do I go? To WAWA. Okay, I'm not a hater. I'm just telling you what's going down. But please, please, ask your boss for more money for your team. Your team needs more money. The WAWA stuff is too cheap. I mean, it's just too cheap. It's way too cheap. They need to be charging more money for their items and giving it to you and your team. You are the ones who are doing everything. Everything revolves around you and your team. Me, DoorDashers, drivers, everybody. You are the nucleus of everything. You're it. If it works because of you. If it fails because of you. Well, I'm just telling you, it's been failing a lot. And I have to eat that money. And a lot of your other customers are eating that money. So please go check out the DoorDash website. Terms and conditions 12C. Number 12, letter C for Colorado. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. They don't get money back. That will hopefully force you and your team to step it up a little bit more so you know your customers are losing money on these drinks that are not making it to the bags. And like I said, tell your boss you need more money. Your customers are calling and complaining. I hope this phone's recorded. I really do. If not, tell your boss to call me. I will say the same thing over again. You need more money for you and your team. Your team, if WAWA wants you and your team to spin around in circles at 1,000,000 miles a minute, which is what they want, well, then your team needs to get compensated for that. Because any other 7-Eleven, any other place I walk into, there's no, it's not as busy as WAWA. There's none of this stuff going on at 7-Eleven. It's the sandwiches, the hot sandwiches, the prepared sandwiches, the deli. All that stuff is what takes up all the employees of your time. They must focus on that. They must focus on that to keep delivering the perfect cheesesteak every time, which they do. They do. That's awesome. They're nailing it. But I'm just telling you, please, ask your boss for more money. Tell him you got customers calling you all day long, just yelling and screaming about this process not working. The drinks are off the bags, and it's not the employee's fault. If your boss says anything to blame you or your employees, I didn't blame any of you at all tonight. If he does any or she does anything to blame you people, that boss needs to be gone. And you need to talk to your boss's boss, your boss's 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 boss, until you talk to somebody who opens their stupid eyes and realizes, wait a minute, our entire franchises all rely on our floor employees. Behind the counter employees. Your entire business relies on them. Because if WAWA didn't have cheesesteaks and didn't have hoagies and didn't have all the other food that we love, I would just go to 7-Eleven down the street. Because they got the same drinks. And I can order DoorDash. I can order DoorDash from 7-Eleven and I get all my drinks when I order from 7-Eleven because there's no running around like a chicken at 7-Eleven. So it's the sandwiches. The sandwiches. And I know you people make that a huge thing for your employees because they get it right every time. So that goes to prove that if WAWA wants something to work, it will work perfect. If they don't care, like missing drinks and customers like me calling in because my money's being stolen from my pocket by your team, and if your boss doesn't see that and doesn't connect the dots, then your boss is an effing moron, and you need to go to your boss's boss and tell them what is happening. Because you, first of all, can't be listening to nutbags like me all day. You got a job to do. But also, you need to get your people paid for, or they're not going to do what you tell them to do because they don't have the resources to do what you're telling them to do. But right now, huge failure. Huge failure. All right, I've said enough. You understand.
Well, and I apologize you for go through that. I really am sorry. I mean, if you are in the area, I would love to at least give your items.
No. I just do delivery. I don't want anything. This is not about. I don't want refunds, no money, no nothing. I just want you and your team to know that your people out here got your back. You're not busting your butts all day long for nothing because I know you get paid nothing. But you have people out here who are not mad at you. We got your back. We're on your side.
Well, I appreciate that very much. And I will pass it along. I will.
Awesome. I know you will. All right. I've said enough. Have a wonderful evening, please. Tell your team a big thumbs up.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.